trips to Italy. Oh, I don't know. My stories are sometimes boring. I haven't stopped loving Italy. We were at Trevi Fountain. Took a day tour and went all over Rome. It was a walking tour. Took a bus to get there. Walking tour of most of the places. Took a bus a little bit farther into the Vatican City. Saw a lot of stuff. And we were there. We ate at this restaurant. I can't even recall the name of it. And I know it's not there anymore because the last time I went it wasn't there and I couldn't get my favorite lasagna. Sorry, I'm still angry about it. Still angry. No instability right here, none. I went to this little restaurant and had the most perfect lasagna I've ever had. There's only one other place, and it's here in Tucson that has a lasagna that's even close to it. So if you have any advice on where to get a good lasagna in Rome, hopefully it's a mom and pop place off the beaten path, hopefully. Please type it down here in the comments. I would like to know because I can't find it in Rome anymore. So then we walked down to the Trevi Fountain from there. And the cool thing about the Trevi Fountain is if tradition says if you throw a coin in the Trevi Fountain, you'll be able to come back safely. Your return to Rome and the Trevi Fountain is promised if you throw a coin in that. We were walking with these two ladies, one from England, I believe the other one was from Germany. Really fun ladies that we got to know. Not especially young, but it didn't matter. The older you get, the more cantankerous you are, and the more you don't care, and the more fun you actually have. My opinion. Well, I told the ladies the legend, the tradition of the Trevi Fountain. And we had gotten gelato, and we all decided we were going to throw coins in. So one of the ladies, one from Germany, walks up to the upper platform. That's about 3 small levels above the Trevi Fountain. And she takes her coin and throws it. Pops some guy in the back of his head with her coin. He turns around looking kind of grumpy. And then she says, "Oh dear, just pick it up and throw it in." By the way, that guy did pick it up and throw it in. He knew she could take him. She could take him. Because she could take me. And I'm not easily taken. Second cool story from Italy. We had stayed in Innsbruck, Austria for a couple of days. And we took the train from Innsbruck down to Venice. So, beautiful train ride. Oh, gorgeous. I wish I had been vlogging back then. I would have given you some of that video. The train ride was fantastic. And it wasn't first class. It was just my wife and I in a train car, and the countryside was going by. We could see the Alps, highways through the Alps, little quaint villages. Oh, gorgeous. But that's not the story I'm here to tell you. Before we took our trip, we decided that we are going to have a large suitcase. And we bought it from the most reputable of sources, Ross, and thought we had a steal on the price of that bag. Well, we get off the train and we have to go to Quarto d'Altino, which is a small town, 10 miles outside of Venice. And that's where we got our hotel to stay. Well, the train stop there was a mile over cobblestone streets to our hotel. So I started pulling this 60-pound behemoth through the streets of Quarto d'Altino. And we get about, a couple blocks in, and one of the wheels just completely breaks. So it has 3 wheels, and I know I can handle 3 wheels. Well, but I kept it in the position that you do for 4 wheels. I thought we'll be fine. I pull it, and the exact opposite wheel breaks, probably 100 yards later. And And then we go a little farther. And I'd say we've gone a half a mile. And another wheel breaks. This is a 60-pound bag, and now it has one wheel. And it's the end of June, and it's warm. They're having a quote-unquote heat wave in the 85-degree range, which I live in Tucson, and we call that April. But it is hot. It's humid. We're right by the Mediterranean. That thing gets on one wheel. That wheel ceases to exist as a viable method of transport. And so I'm dragging this broken bag for probably a quarter of a mile to get to the hotel. And the next day in Venice, we bought new bags in Venice. That's pretty cool. Free. Be careful what kind of luggage you get. Another Italy story. Same trip where we lost our bag, got destroyed on a cobblestone street. We took the train down to Naples. We wanted to see Pompeii, thought that would sound good. We got a hotel right outside of the train station. Note to self, don't stay in a hotel right outside the train station. We found our hotel. The whole area was pretty sketchy, and we know sketchy areas. Went to our hotel, dropped it off, then we're like, we need to find gelato, because we eat gelato for breakfast, lunch, dinner, second breakfast, 11sies, mid-afternoon snack, midnight snack. When we're in Italy, we eat a lot of gelato. We couldn't find it. They had some kind of frozen ice place, and we're like, oh, we might as well go in there. It's right next to the train station still. We come in, and we want to sit down and eat. Well, we're pointed to a set of tables to sit down. We sit there, and the waiter comes by and asks us what we want. We're saying, we're just getting ice cream. We're going to sit here and eat. Well, there was this little kind of courtyard off the... it wasn't even a courtyard, it was just an outside section that bordered the sidewalk. And in there was this man with kind of grayish hair, balding, white button-up shirt with a t-shirt underneath, and some kind of chain jewelry. He looked very soprano, and he was very Sopranos. So he sees us sitting there. I don't know if he thinks I'm some kind of government agent or, I don't know, spy. I can't figure it out. He sees us there, he calls the waiter over. He tells the waiter, now I don't speak Italian very well, but I know he tells the waiter to move us. He doesn't want us sitting where we're sitting. So the waiter moves us. While we're waiting for our ice cream, and eating our ice cream, he has probably 3 or 4 2-minute meetings. He comes up to the fence and sees a girl walking, calls her over, says something to her, points at things down the street. Do this, do that, This is our mafioso experience. Anyways, we ate and left. We wanted nothing to do with that. We went back to our hotel, watched a couple things about 11 o'clock at night, like Italian music videos just to see what's on the TV, which is never a good idea. You're not on vacation for TV, but we're usually early to bed kind of people. I'm not that way anymore. I am at home, but I'm not that way when I'm traveling. Both of us fell asleep. Thank goodness our window was in the courtyard area. We're up 3 or 4 floors. But about 1:30, 2 o'clock, we hear pow, 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 pow. There's some kind of gunfight that has broken out. I don't know how close it was. It sounded close, but we're in a courtyard, so it could just be echoes across the city. But there was some battle taking place in the streets of Naples. I think next time we go to Naples or the surrounding area, we're going to stay outside of the city a little bit. So, just note to self. another one of my favorite stories from Italy. And this is nice. It was nice. We actually stayed in Cinque Terre at a hotel called Due Gemelli. And it's a hotel that's probably 3 or 4 miles outside of the city limits of Rio Maggiore. And it's situated on the edge of the hillside, a cliff, probably 300, 400, 500 feet off the Mediterranean. It's not a straight-on shot. It's not you step off your balcony, you fall to your death. No, it's a little bit more inclined than that. But from that place, you could see the Mediterranean fine. All the boats going by, cruise ships, tankers, tour ships, and while we stayed there, we watched the sunset. And probably the most amazing sunset I've ever seen. Good memories, good times, good place. Every story I just told you comes from Italy. 3 of those places we're going to this summer. A trip from June 2nd to June 12th, starting in Rome, ending in Rome. We're going to be going to Rome, Cinque Terre, actually staying in the city called La Spezia, right outside of Cinque Terre, and then on to Venice, staying there for 2 full days, and then returning to Rome, where you will depart from. I encourage you to have some Rome, Italy experiences with us. Nerdgasmicadventures.com. Go see us, check us out. Yeah, that's a new site, and we'd like to see you there. Thank you.